The moment Prince William allegedly signed a decree that shattered Tom Parker Bowles' dreams of securing a royal estate, the entire balance of power inside the monarchy seemed to shift, and what followed looked less like a family disagreement and more like a silent royal war hidden behind palace walls. From the outside, everything appeared calm. Cameras flashed, smiles were exchanged, state ceremonies unfolded with their usual polished perfection. But behind that glittering royal facade, insiders were allegedly watching a confrontation that had been building for months. And according to whispers circulating through royal circles, the June 1 appearance on Buckingham Palace's famous balcony wasn't a celebration at all. It was a message, a very deliberate message. Observers couldn't stop talking about one detail: the distance. Not a huge distance, not something the average viewer would immediately notice. But in royal protocol, inches matter. Every position, every glance, every gesture is planned with surgical precision. So when King Charles stood noticeably separated from Queen Camilla, many began asking the same question. Was this simply coincidence? Or was the palace quietly revealing a fracture that could no longer be hidden? While Camilla appeared isolated at one side, another image seemed to dominate the scene entirely. Prince William, Princess Catherine, Princess Anne, standing together, confident, united, almost like an unspoken alliance. And then there was Catherine. Royal watchers immediately noticed the jewels. Not ordinary jewels, not random accessories selected for a public appearance. These pieces carried history, legacy, power. Every diamond seemed to whisper a message. Every pearl appeared to tell a story. To seasoned royal observers, the jewelry wasn't decoration. It was symbolism. And symbolism inside the monarchy is often louder than words. Questions exploded across royal discussion circles. Why was Catherine wearing pieces so deeply connected to royal continuity? Why did the future queen appear positioned as the visible guardian of royal legacy while Camilla seemed pushed toward the margins? The timing made the situation even more intriguing. According to reports discussed inside royal circles, concerns had allegedly been growing for months regarding administrative influence inside palace operations. Following King Charles' ongoing health challenges, an unexpected power vacuum reportedly emerged. Whenever a monarch reduces public engagements, someone inevitably begins controlling access. Someone begins deciding which information reaches the sovereign and which information doesn't. That is where the rumors become explosive. Sources claimed that key proposals connected to the Duchy of Cornwall repeatedly encountered obstacles. Documents reportedly faced delays. Questions appeared. Administrative hurdles multiplied. What should have been routine suddenly became complicated. Coincidence? Some didn't think so. Behind closed doors, concerns allegedly started forming among individuals determined to protect what they viewed as the future stability of the monarchy. One name repeatedly surfaced in those discussions: Princess Anne. Known for decades as one of the monarchy's most disciplined and uncompromising figures, Anne reportedly noticed unusual patterns emerging from internal communications. Small irregularities, tiny details, the kind of details most people ignore. But Anne wasn't most people. The more she examined those details, the more questions appeared. And those questions reportedly led directly toward an extraordinary proposal involving one of the Duchy of Cornwall's most valuable properties. The alleged proposal centered on securing an exceptionally long-term arrangement that would have granted extraordinary benefits to individuals outside the direct royal bloodline. If approved, critics feared it could create a financial structure lasting generations. That's when everything changed. According to the narrative circulating among palace insiders, a paper trail eventually emerged. What began as a seemingly routine administrative request allegedly transformed into something much larger. Auditors reportedly noticed irregularities. Procedures appeared incomplete. Authorizations seemed absent. And then the documents reportedly landed on Prince William's desk. Imagine that moment. No press conference, no public argument, no dramatic statement, just paperwork. Yet sometimes paperwork can be more dangerous than any scandal, because documents create evidence, documents create timelines, documents create accountability. And if the reports are accurate, William immediately understood the potential implications. This wasn't simply about property. It wasn't simply about money. It was allegedly about preserving the boundaries between royal inheritance and private interests. What happened next would reportedly trigger a secret alliance between Prince William and Princess Anne, an alliance that would quietly prepare a response capable of changing the future power structure of the monarchy itself. And that is where the story allegedly transformed from a quiet administrative dispute into something far more explosive. According to the narrative emerging from royal circles, Prince William and Princess Anne didn't simply react to what they had discovered. They reportedly spent days constructing expecting a response so thorough that it would permanently reshape the internal balance of power. While the public remained focused on royal appearances, state visits, and ceremonial duties, an entirely different battle was supposedly unfolding behind closed doors. It wasn't a battle fought with interviews or media leaks. It was fought with legal authority, historical charters, institutional procedures, and carefully documented evidence. That made it far more dangerous. Because unlike public scandals that fade after a few news cycles, institutional decisions can survive for generations. According to insiders, William's response centered on one principle above all others: protecting the Duchy of Cornwall from what was viewed as unauthorized influence. Every document was reportedly reviewed, every authorization examined, every procedural step scrutinized. By the time the investigation reached its conclusion, palace insiders claimed a decisive course of action had already been prepared. Then came the moment that allegedly stunned everyone involved. Reports suggested that William formally approved measures that immediately nullified the controversial proposal connected to Tom Parker Bowles. But stopping the proposal was only the beginning. According to the rumors, additional restrictions were implemented behind the scenes. Access privileges were allegedly reviewed. Administrative pathways were tightened. Oversight mechanisms became stricter. Suddenly, structures that some believed would remain untouched were reportedly being dismantled one piece at a time. For those watching from inside the institution, the message seemed unmistakable. The future king was demonstrating exactly how he intended to govern. Not through public confrontation, but through quiet authority. Not through emotion, but through systems. Not through dramatic speeches, but through decisions that could not easily be reversed. That approach reportedly caught many people off guard because it revealed a version of William very different from the one often portrayed in public. The fallout allegedly reached its most dramatic moment when Camilla learned what had happened. According to palace whispers, she was furious. Not simply disappointed, furious. For years, she had reportedly operated with confidence that her position beside the king provided influence few could challenge. Suddenly, she found herself facing a reality she may never have fully anticipated. The future of the monarchy was already being shaped by William and Catherine. More importantly, it was being protected by Anne. That combination created a wall few people inside royal circles would willingly challenge. According to the story circulating among insiders, Camilla allegedly sought direct intervention from King Charles himself. If anyone could reverse William's actions, surely it would be the monarch. Yet what happened next supposedly became the most devastating moment of all. Charles reportedly declined to intervene, not because he lacked sympathy, not because he wanted conflict, but because the constitutional structure simply didn't give him the authority some believed he possessed. The duchy belonged to the Prince of Wales. The legal framework was clear. The rules were clear. And for perhaps the first time, institutional reality proved stronger than personal relationships. That realization allegedly changed everything. Because beneath the titles, beneath the ceremonies, beneath the jewels and palaces, an uncomfortable truth emerged. Royal status and actual control are not always the same thing. One creates visibility, the other creates power. According to observers, June 1 became the visual confirmation of that reality. Catherine appeared increasingly central to the monarchy's future. William appeared firmly in command of its financial and administrative direction. Anne stood as the guardian of institutional discipline. Meanwhile, Camilla's position seemed noticeably diminished. Every camera angle, every balcony position, every symbolic detail appeared to reinforce the same narrative. Whether intentional or not, the public image suggested a monarchy already preparing for its next chapter. And perhaps that is why the balcony appearance generated so much speculation. Because some people saw a royal family celebrating continuity, others saw the aftermath of a hidden struggle. A struggle that allegedly ended with William protecting the future he intends to inherit. As the cameras stopped rolling and the crowds dispersed, one question refused to disappear. If this was merely the first visible sign of a larger power shift happening behind palace walls, what other battles remain hidden from public view? Because in royal history, the most important wars are rarely fought in front of cameras. They are fought in silence. And according to the whispers echoing through palace corridors, that silence may still be hiding secrets that have yet to emerge.